And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
The slot man in motion right. Play clock winding down. Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now Taylor on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Here we go!
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. To throw again is Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Let's go!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air. Tannehill on. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Four-time 1,000-yard man, Arian Foster. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
Let's go. White, flex round.
Slot man moves right. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the wideout in motion. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. Flex round.
On second down, here's Taylor underneath from Miller. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Miller, the lone setback. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Taylor, and he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. 2nd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
On the run, it's Foster. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Tannehill. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ohio! Here we go! Flag round!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Shift together here from the D-line. A give. This is Foster. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
A 1 yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Strong, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Taylor, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's going to cut it back right. And he cuts it right and into space. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On first, they stick with Foster. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Foster on second down. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll go again with Foster. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Foster alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Dolphins. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A first down carry for Foster. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. This is Foster. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, Foster. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jelani Jenkins coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
25. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The drive will start with Arian Foster. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They keep it in the hands of Foster. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They run. It's Foster. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
They come out here in the eye. They'll hand off to Foster. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Muscles him off. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the hurdle that time, a great hurdle. Gives him the extra ground to gain for the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down mark.